like I was here yesterday, but yes, another week has rolled by. My glamorous assistant this evening is once again Jake, and I'm just going to bring him in now. I think he's ready, and he's got all his words. Good evening, Jake.
Hey, Dave. Back again, aren't we?
Back again, the dream team.
All those Christmas ones that we had on, was it Wednesday? And now we're sort of a bit more back to usual service.
Back to normal service, but we're changing things around, aren't we?
We are going forward, yeah.
Okay, cool. Ooh. Yeah, I thought so. I thought we were going to be moving to a sort of a more of a daytime thing.
We are. Sorry, I've just confused myself by having the YouTube open and then everything was echoing. And right, I'm back with you. Yes, I think we're going to make it sort of a daytime. So the competitions will still end at the same time on the Monday at 5 p.m. But then the draws, I think we're going to do sort of try Tuesday lunchtimes. See how that goes.
It's all a bit of a rush for you, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, at the moment, obviously bringing all the winners together. Yep, getting all the data sorted, getting all the wheels made.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm off on parental leave again shortly, so
yeah,
I don't want to drop on anybody else either.
So last competition entries in at 5 o'clock, and then it's rush around for 2.5 hours. You've got 2.5 hours to get everything ready, and then go live, and then it's over. But yeah, we're going to try and give a little bit more time because it is a bit of a faff, isn't it, bud? Hi. Okay, so what have we got this evening? We've got 7 incredible collections of whiskey, and some of them have got some big collections. There's 2 collections of 5, I think, and a collection of 6. Like just huge stuffs. But I was going to go and pick an Irish for my first round, but I just saw I was going to grab a whiskey, and I thought, I've got these 2 new make spirit samples on the table that I haven't touched over Christmas, from a little distillery in England that have sent them to me to say, what do you think of these, Dave? I'm making whiskey. Have a go at this, which is kind of cool as part of your job to, not part of your job at all, but people just call you up and say, can I send you something? Can you tell me what you think? These are 2 new make spirits of a little tiny distillery in Somerset, and they're doing some really cool stuff. Anyway, I digress.
Well, I feel like I should be like, Dave, we need to get this first job. I'm interested. You've got me. Okay, what's
Yeah, I'm interested too. Yeah, I forgot all about it, and I just thought, there's 2 of them here. I better grab another glass, which is why you saw me run and get a glass earlier. Anyway, let's get this first one out of the way, and I'll tell you about it later. Okay, we've got a 32-year-old Teeling single malt whiskey. This has been matured in rum and finished in Pedro Jimenez. It's a single malt from Ireland, so there's a possibility it could be double or triple distilled. If I look back at when this was distilled, there were 2 distilleries around making single malt at this time, one of them being Cooley and the other being Bushmills. So we don't know which one it could be, but it's likely to be.
Not for sure. But I think the Teeling family were the ones that founded Cooley. I think they took a lot of the stock with them when they sold it. And they've won lots of awards for this older single malt stuff. I mean, yeah, it's always, whenever I've got to try it, it's seriously good. So
all of the old ones have been superb. Absolutely, any of the old Irish whiskies, there's something about it that just sort of softens into a beautiful fruit salad almost, and having
that's it. Well, you got
rum and raisin ice cream and those black currants from the Pedro Jimenez. This is going to be banging, that's for sure. Okay, so there was just 249 tickets available for this, but you didn't pick up on this one, I don't think. Not all of you anyway. So yes, it's a 1 in 180, I think, chance. Now the odds were
just good news for anyone who's bought a ticket, right?
Absolutely,
chances have improved. So
not so good for us more, but yeah. Are you ready with that wheel, sir?
I'm ready with that wheel. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, let's pick a winner. Teeling 52-year-old. Oh yes, this will be a good one. What's that? Congratulations. A 32-year-old Teeling Irish single malt will be winging its way to you as soon as possible. Someone will be in touch with this week to tell you've won if you're not watching, but congratulations.
Absolutely. Congrats. Lovely stuff.
Next up, here's a banging collection of 18-year-old single malts in Scotland. I was going to pick one of these. When I saw this on the list, I thought, well, I've got an 18-year-old Talisker downstairs, and I've definitely got a Glen Scotia downstairs in my cupboard. I haven't got a Tendu, and I definitely haven't got the Allport, the 18, although I think I might have some of their old 17 at home, down here. And the Auchentoshan 18 is long gone. What a cracking dram that is as well. If that's the one Auchentoshan I would go for, would be the 18-year-old for sure. It brings back very happy memories of a trip to the distillery and being served an 18-year-old for breakfast there. Yeah, wonderful day. So 5 single malts, all of them 18 years old. This was a popular one, all sold out. I can't remember how many tickets there are. Are you ready with that, Will, sir?
I am, yeah. I mean, like you say, I think sort of all of the Scottish region's covered there, just about. And some tasty stuff. Let's spin it. Trevor B.
Congratulations, Trevor. A fine handful of 18-year-old single malts will be winging its way to you as soon as they can get them together.
Yeah, so a whiskey collection in one competition. And I think we've got a sort of a 21-year-old version of this is still live now. This is the 18-year-olds. The 21-year-olds are still going. So if you miss this one, get involved with the 21-year-old selection.
21-year-old collection, say 5 of them next week, isn't it? Yes. The Glen Scotia 21 was in there. There was a couple of them I was looking at. Oh, that looks nice. I remember a long time ago thinking, right, this year I'm only going to buy 18-year-old malts, and this is sort of the collection I went through. Yeah. Got moved up a level. Yeah.
Nice if you can. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is nice if you can. I mean, just over the year, when I was a whiskey blogger a long time ago, buying, like this year, I'm just going to buy myself the 18-year-olds. Yeah. That's a while ago, I must admit. Yeah. Okay, up next, it is, we've always got to have some Ardbeg, and boy, have we got a collection of Ardbegs here. 5 of them, all of them committee releases from 2009, 10, 14.
Certainly, I think at least 4 of them, if not all,
They're all big ones, aren't they? I'm pretty certain they're all big ones. They're all the committee releases from over the years, from between. I think
you're right, it's the higher strengths, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. 2009 to 2019, part of a private collection, I understand, that we've had. So we thought we'd pop them up. Ardbeg, always popular, arguably one of the collectible, we say collectible single malts. So these Ardbeg fans and these Macallan fans that just got to catch them all, or whatever it is that Pokemon says. Anyway, here's a cracking
selection. Our friend Sam Smith that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, these are interesting. They're so even if you strip back all the sort of like we're sending stuff to space sort of marketing, it's these are much more heavily peated than ordinary Ardbeg. So very sought after things.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, that means instead of just using the peat for flavouring the malts up to a certain level, the peat has been used to dry. These days, peat isn't used to dry malt. It's the hot air that's used to dry the malt. The peat is just for a short period at the beginning of the drying process, the kilning process. But to increase those peat levels up to those 100 ppm, you just leave it in a lot longer, and they use that peaty heat and smoke to, back in like the old ways, which is why you get these big peaty monsters from Islay. Right, are you ready with that, Will, young sir?
I'm ready.
Let's pick a winner for our instant Ardbeg collection. So just 276 tickets were sold in this collection, so not quite a full sellout, but
almost.
Very lucky.
Congratulations to John.
John has scooped up that little collection. Wonderful. Well done, John.
And I should he'll be very happy with that.
I would think so, yes. Okay, up next. This is one distillery that I don't know an awful lot about, I must admit.
See,
The Glen
you said this last time, and I was like,
we've talked about.
Don't say that. People think you're mad.
I need to go and buy myself a set of drinks by the dram, I think, and immerse myself into some Glendronach, because it is a distillery that I haven't really fallen in love with personally. And that's my fault, not the distillery's fault. It's just simply I haven't put myself out and grabbed them all. So yeah, this is rather special because this is a 29-year-old and it's been put together by Rachel Barry, who is the current master distiller, master blender. Used to be with Morrison Bamore back in the day when I first met Rachel. Wonderful lady, a cracking nose and palate, and passionate about Scotch whiskey. And so I'm expecting this to be absolutely fantastic as she's put her name on this. So this was a sellout. This is our 2023 release, and I'm sure it's going to be spectacular. Shall we pick a winner for this one?
Going to put it back myself, yeah. Let's spin the wheel.
Go, go, go. Opera Marine.
Congratulations, Helen.
Wow. Helen, enjoy that 29-year-old.
Some serious whiskey heading your way.
That is definitely one I'd say I would love to, because I've not tried enough of them. It would have been one I would love to win.
Get those drams ordered, Dave. I know
I've got to do that now. I'm going to get a collection and try and fall in love with Glendronach before the next Glendronach comes up on these competitions. Okay, here's a big one. And you don't fall in love with this, apparently. Whoever, the people who have bought tickets, you're in for a treat because the odds have just been slashed, and you're in with a much easier chance. So this is a collection from an independent bottler called Hunter Lang. A collection of Isla's and Island whiskies. I think one's a Highland Park and the others are all Isla. They're all big bangers. And if you missed out on this, I'm sorry you missed out big time, because this is one I would definitely be in for a punt with. Bamore 27-year-old, Highland Park 27-year-old, a 33-year-old Bunna, and a 33-year-old Kalila, amongst a 25-year-old Lafroig and just an 18-year-old Bruichladdich
as well. There's some serious kit here, isn't there? And
it's astonishing collection.
Yeah,
I mean, just
all over 25-year-old, apart from there's an 18-year-old Bruichladdich, but look at the ruby hue of that bad boy on that picture. It's a hell of a collection. Yeah, I was lucky enough one year to do a kinship tasting at Ardnahoe with Jim McEwen, and that was. Yeah, that's like special whiskey memories,
That's whiskey royalty right there, isn't it? In a new distillery on Islay. I've not actually been in Ardmore. I've only circumnavigated it from the outside, but I've not actually been in, because it's rather a new one. Only just started running, I think, the last year I was there. Anyway, this is a big collection, 6 whiskies. I love the labels on these as well. They do look kind of cool. The bottles look fantastic. Let's pick a winner.
Yeah, there's thousands of pounds worth of serious whiskey here. So,
this would cost you something over $3,500 to put together. Yeah. That's a bit of a rattly old roulette wheel.
Congratulations, Alison.
The ladies scooping it up this evening.
Like Dave says, I mean, we didn't sell out on the tickets of that one, but I think that's a hell of a lot, and that's congratulations. Yeah, that's one hell of a collection of whiskey, from the lightly to the heavy to the non-peated to that sort of Orkney peat that comes across sort of heather. Oh yeah, man, that's just a spectacular. That 25-year-old Lafroig will start to get tropical fruitiness coming through. Oh,
I'm just dribbling already, thinking all of these.
It's great, isn't it?
Let's talking about dribbling. We're still in Isla. Bruichladdich, 1985, a 32-year-old. One of 3 Bruichladdich on a little series they did as the Rare Cask series at the end of 2017. This was distilled in 1985, which is old school laddie, when it was unpeated and it was delicate and beautiful. But this has been in some, it's been in 32 years in wood, and I think it's been finished been moved into fresh bourbon casks, and then given a finish in some French oak from a acclaimed French wine chateau. So yes, that's
acclaimed chateau.
Chateau. Acclaimed chateau. Ah oui. Très bien. Okay.
French you're learning. It's coming in handy, Dave.
My Duolingo.
Yeah.
Well, I had to do something over this great weather. Anyway, let's pick a winner. So this would cost you about £900. This was a sellout. If we're going to.
Yep. Congratulations, David P.
Congratulations, David. Yes, that'll be something to sip and savor. I would love to try that. Yes. Okay, it is the finale, the final one of this evening's draw. It's a big one. It's a 30-year-old from the Dalmore distillery. It's their latest edition of their 30-year-old 2023 edition. It's an impressive release here. The Dalmore, I love the big stags. I mean, not quite as pretty as our stags on our boutiques, but yeah, it's a gorgeous looking stag. This would have been in lots of big port casks. I think this one's in port casks, but they always have. I think this one's been in a 19. This has been in an old.
Often it's proper Solera sherry casks, isn't it? But this is old vintage port casks.
Yeah, this is what this one is. Yes. So I don't know, nearly £4,500 a bottle on the Dalmore recommended retail price for this. Luxury stuff. And this is the last one of this evening. But if you just look at the list of what Jake and his team have been putting up this week, above any 40-year-old Hakushi, 25-year-old, 21-year-old collection, 5 whiskies from Ardbeg, Glenfiddich, Glen-Scotia, Balblair, and Jura. There's another Bunnahabhain in there, 35-year-old. That's special from La Maison de Whisky. 25-year-old Aberfeldy, beautiful old Aberfeldy, stunning. What else is there? Another Japanese one, Yamazaki, 12-year-old. Krigelaki. That's a Krigelaki, 17-year-old Master of Mold exclusive that's been in Emilion wine casks. Lots of good stuff in here. So, and more. Is that more going live? I've just seen underneath. Jeez.
Jeez.
It's all there, man. There's some here going out. Yikes. There's some serious whiskey older than me almost. Are you ready with the wheel?
I'm ready. Oh, I haven't shared it, have I?
I can't see one.
1 second. All right. There you go.
There we go. And it's all ready to rock and roll. Good luck. If you bought a ticket for Dalmore.
Right, is that? Yeah.
Aye.
A mega luxury prize for you.
Yes,
fantastic.
Sir. Congratulations. Hi. Well, that was short and sweet.
So Action-packed nonetheless.
We rattled through that, but there was only 7 lots to pull out. I mean, last time we were just sort of grabbing whiskies out of the air, aren't we? But,
I think we had about 11 to go through, didn't we? seven seems handleable. Yeah.
So what have I got in my glass, Jake? Well, I've got 2 new make spirits at 65%.
Right.
One of them is they're both single malts. This is from 10% brown barley and 90% distilling malt. So it's a mixture of local malts. These have all been floor malted at Warminster, but distilled down in Somerset, in Frome, in Somerset. A lovely little village. A guy who started hobby distilling and now stopped working full time off. He started with rum, I believe. And the other one is local peat. So this is Somerset peat that he's gone out and picked up himself from a farm in the back of his car. And he's used this to smoke local barley. So it's peated barley.
No. Again, Sam Smith would love all this.
Sam Smith would love all this.
His neck of the woods.
Oh, is that right? It's back in his neck
of the woods.
In Frome.
Indeed.
It's very, very pretty down there. I must get down there and see. This is a little company called Retribution Distilling. Richard, smashing fella, who just sort of started as a hobby and has grown rapidly.
Cool.
Yeah. And he sent me some new make spirit to see what I think. I'm really interested in this local peat. So this is Somerset peated barley, which is really cool, isn't it?
So what do you think? On the record.
Well, immediately, the record here. These are very good. When I first nosed them, I did open them, had a quick nose of them when I got them, and I thought, I'm just too busy. I've got to get everything done before Christmas, and then forgot about them while I haven't been here for a couple of weeks. And I saw them on my desk today, and I'm like, Well, the standard one is very good. I need to know what this 10% brown is, and the peated. Yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know what peated level it is. No, I need to find that out. But it's very nice. The new make spirit is delicious, but we can't call it whiskey.
I'm getting jazzed, so I need to go find something tasty to put in a glass. And I'll speak to you soon, Dave.
Thanks ever so much, Jake. And we'll
Cheers,
be back.
everyone. Congrats to the winners.
Okay. Yes, congratulations indeed.